Thank you, Pastor Dawn. Good morning, church. Lebogang Masemola, and I'll be taking the marketplace talk today. So I'd like to thank the leadership for this amazing opportunity. It's actually my first time, so please bear with me. Can I please have my slides if you have them? So my topic today is how to maintain a healthy work-life balance. And when Andrew told me this, I was like, okay, God, I see what you're doing, because this is something that I also need to, practice. So I pray that, it blesses everyone and we all learn from this. Amen. So the next slide, please. So work-life balance is actually defined as the amount of time that you spend doing your job versus the amount of time that you spend doing what's important to you outside of work. So just by a show of hands, how many of us know what a will of life is? I don't know if you've heard of it. So takes me to my next slide. So the wheel of life, basically, first time I heard about this was during a life coach experience that I went through a couple of years ago, and they were explaining how we can use the wheel of life to actually improve our work-life balance. Amen. So without really dwelling much on this, this is a wheel of life in a nutshell. So a gentleman named Paul J. Mayer um, actually came up with this brilliant concept to help people achieve their goals, maintain time, and also to be better leaders. So I'll just go through each and every category at high level without really dwelling on it. So family and home would be the time that you spend with your loved ones, including your friends. And then spiritual and ethical would be, you coming to church here and also serving and attending prayer on Mondays. And then social and cultural would be your hobbies and things that you enjoy doing. So I know I love traveling and attending concerts, so that would be my social and cultural. And then we have physical and health. So physical obviously would be gym, taking a walk, etc. And then health, I think Pastor Mpot did an amazing job 2 weeks ago. So she gave us a nice presentation on healthy eating, so you can go and check that. And then we have mental and educational. So this is like you reading books and also listening to podcasts. And then finally, we have financial and career. So this is where most of us spend our time, especially in Joburg. Amen. So can I please have the next slide? So what I did here is I came up with red flags and green flags to help us determine if we actually have a healthy work-life balance or not. So the first red flag would be constant overwork. So if you find yourself constantly overworking, that is a red flag. And then neglected personal life and burnout. So if you're feeling really tired um, and you feel like your other aspects of your life are not really, taken into consideration, they neglected, then that is also another red flag. And then also strained relationships. So if you have a friend that says, I haven't seen you in a while, that's probably also a red flag. Amen. And then green flags, the first one is that you're good at time and stress management. Means that you're doing a great job. And then also you're good at setting boundaries. I think this is something that a lot of us have to learn to do, because I also struggle. Like, yeah, I'm always like available to do anything and everything. Sometimes, I don't have the capacity. So I think being good at setting boundaries is also something that we can do. And then also flexibility. So if something comes up, you're able to be flexible and work around your schedule. So that means that your work-life balance is kind of okay. Next slide, please. So I kind of came up with 3 things that can help some of us who spotted some red flags on how to improve our work-life balance. So the first one is set blocks of time for different tasks. So I'm just going to walk you through an example on how you can do this. So say for an example, you are at team 5 a.m. You would then wake up in the morning, do your devotion and prayer. So the spiritual, category would be tick. And then after that, you go to the gym, and then you grab a smoothie from, is it Kwawe? And then that would be your physical and health. And then obviously you go to your 9 to 5, either you go to work or you go to school or you go and run your business. So that would be your financial and career. So maybe during lunch you can check up on your loved ones, share memes with your husband or your wife. So that would be part of family and home. And then on your way to work, you're stuck in Joburg traffic. You can listen to a podcast or an ebook. And then as you get home, if you love cooking like me, you can try a new recipe, and then maybe catch up on some of Calvin Momo's album, because apparently it slaps after a few months. So yeah, so that will be your social and cultural. Amen. And then the second point is you take time off. So if there's one country that has public holidays for days, it has to be South Africa. Amen. So I'm sure each and every quarter has a long weekend. So you can actually use this time wisely, and just take some time off, to nourish your well-being. And then finally, seek support. There's always someone willing to assist you and help you and support you. So build a support network of friends, family, colleagues, and yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much. I'll hand over to Pastor.
Wow, wasn't that beautiful?